Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Eileen, and this is Eileen Ashley is Red Hot and Flashy. And it's time for our weekly lives. Normally, I would give you guys a choice of an eyeshadow palette to feature and let you guys vote on which one you wanted to do. But I thought it would be fun since it's Memorial Day weekend and a lot of people have barbecues. I am not having one, nor am I going to one. But I thought it would be nice to just get ready together. Something that I would wear to a barbecue um, where there was not a pool. Because I like to go swimming. If I'm in the pool, I'm going swimming and I don't want to have makeup on. Hi, Morgan. Anyway, I would also thought it would be a really fun time if we discuss the Amber Heard, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard defamation case. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Tracy. Um, I've been watching it. How do I say this? I didn't start actually watching the live trial until about a week or so ago. I actually watched it live for the most part. I was just following along in like news reportings and people on TikTok showing news clips and clips from the trial, and I just found it so interesting that I started watching it. But now I've been going back and starting watching the live stream of the trial day by day, and I find it extremely interesting. And so I thought it would be fun to discuss it. Hi guys. Hi Trace. Fungul. Vicky. Hi Vicky. Oh, you've been glued to it. Good. So people know about it and can discuss it with me. Anyway, I would hate to be sitting on a trial like that. Oh my God, 6 weeks, like basically 8 hours a day. Um, yeah, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. But let's get started. I'm just going to put on some face base from Bobbi Brown. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I did not do my skincare this morning. So let me do that really quick right now. I know that, beforehand you should really let it sit in. So I'm just going to do something super quick. I have just a water bottle here so I could wet my face. I probably just wet my hair too. Give my face a nice wet. You know what I mean. Um, when you're using hyaluronic acid, you want to put that on wet skin because hyaluronic acid, needs water. Well, technically it doesn't need it, but yes, it does. If you put it on dry skin, it's going to utilize the water that's in your face. So you want to add some moisture to it. Hi, Vic. Oh, wait. It's worse than any soap opera. I need skincare too. Oh, put it on there, Vicky. Put it on. Oh, I could feel my face just going and sucking it all in. All right, so let's talk about this trial. I want to say a few things. So Johnny Depp's a few years older than me. Probably about 5 years older than me, I think. 4.5, 5 years older than me. So obviously I know who he is. I remember him being in 21 Jump Street when we were kids. Hi, Zach. What was I saying? Oh, I remember him being in 21 Jump Street as a kid. We loved the show. He was one of those teen heartthrobs back then. I know he's been in something like 15 plus movies. And me and Morgan, it was funny. We went through the list of what he's been in, and some of it I didn't even realize he was in. Yeah, he's 58. I just turned 54. So I think he's 4.5 years older. I think he's going to be 59. I'm not even sure. But anyway, 4 to 5. Anyway, so what was I going to say? So me and Morgan, it was really funny. We went through, I'm just doing my skincare in case you didn't realize. I can't remember what I'm putting on my skin. Oh, I love to use this. This is the Pericone MD Growth Factor Firming and Lifting Serum. I got it from BoxyCharm. I would never spend the money. It's expensive. But anyway, so we went through the list of, oh my God, my skin is like really sucking this in. We went through the list of movies he's been in, and I didn't even realize he was in some of them. But he would, so I've seen Edward Scissorhands. I saw the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or whatever the actual name of it is. what else was what I saw him in? What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which I didn't remember he was in it. I thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio, but I think they were both in it. Right, they were both in it, and I didn't remember him being in that until it came up on the list. I knew he was in Pirates of the Caribbean and never saw it. I knew there are several movies he's been in that I've never seen. Um, let's see, Edward Scissorhands. I saw, like stuff like that. So I think I've seen maybe 4 or 5 of his movies. I forget the whole name, like Platoon and stuff like that. But anyway, I had never heard. First of all, I never knew. I don't know where I've been living in a cave, or just don't care. Um, I saw him. I didn't know he had gotten married. I had no idea he had children. I had no idea who the hell Amber Heard was until the trial. Never even knew about her. Hold on, we have a visitor. A visitor is being very noisy. You're being very noisy, aren't you? Say hi, everyone. He was just smiling at me. Look. Hi. Look at his eyes are so big today. Where's your clothes? He's hot. Even with the air conditioner on, he is a hot baby. His mother's got a lot of heat on her. And it's funny because when I'm holding him, like, if he's up on my shoulder and kind of trying to put him to sleep or burp him, he sets off my hot flashes so bad. And then, right? You do that to grandma, right? And then he just gets hotter and hotter as well. Oh, I love you. Look at you just staring off into the space. Say hi. See you later, alligator. Boo boo, boo boo. Can we smile for the camera? No? All right. Go back to mommy. Real quick. Up, up. You should just take the shirt off of him too. He's sweating. That's probably why he's complaining. Look. Say hi, everyone. Okay. Bye bye. Oh my God, he's sweating. Anyway, let me just take a moment to look at your comments real quick. Did I miss? Oh, you just guys saying hello to everybody. I watched Dark Shadows the other night. You know what? I don't think I ever watched that. He's the cutest. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, so like I said, I didn't even realize he had gotten married, had children. Didn't know. I had no idea who Amber Heard was. Never even knew that he was with her, married her until this trial. I didn't even know. Here, to be honest with you, I had no idea he was even accused of domestic violence until this trial. I know. I know. I'm living in a cave somewhere. I have no idea. I would have been a really good juror because aside from knowing what a couple of his movies, I know nothing about him. Anyway, let's talk about what you guys think. I want to know your opinion and I will tell you mine, or I could tell you mine. First, you guys tell me if you agree, disagree. Don't be afraid to disagree with me. I love a good debate. Personally, I always want to believe someone, and I'm not going to say a woman because men are abused as well. I always want to believe someone when they say I'm a victim of domestic violence. You never don't want to not believe something like that. A victim of sexual abuse or domestic abuse, assault, anything like that. You want to believe that they're telling the truth. So, like I said, I didn't even know who she was. Never saw Aquaman, none of it. So, going in with that feeling, you always want to believe the victim. You don't want to believe that somebody would make up something so terrible. Um, but watching the trial, I felt like when she was on the witness stand first, I felt like I was watching an extremely bad soap opera. I was like, is she doing that on purpose? Like I was questioning, like, I don't understand. Is she what is she doing? Um, and the more I saw that, the more evidence that was coming forward, her behavior at her table, um, I just in my mind, she lost all credibility to me. Um, Let me see. Amber Heard is a liar and she was the abuser. I didn't know anything either. I only know of this because of TikTok. Amber's a joke. Well, Zach, we have to give you a pass because you're young. Like you might not know who Johnny Depp is. You might, whatever. But I'm in the same boat. I guess we have a life outside of celebrityhood. I don't follow celebrities. I don't even think I have a favorite. When people ask me who's your favorite celebrity, I'm like, I don't. I've never had one. When they ask me who's my favorite singer, never had one. What's your? Ooh, there's a FedEx truck outside. I think it's mine. Anyway, a favorite song. I never had favorites like that. I've had things that I like, but nothing ever stood out, or nobody ever stood out as favorites. And I guess the other thing with celebrities, I look at them as I don't give a crap. You've been all over TV, movie screens, whatever. I don't give a crap how many millions or billions of dollars that you have. And this goes for not just actors. This goes for people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all these people, or Donald Trump, anybody who's like millions and millions, even the president of the United States. To me, you are still a human being just like me, and you are no better than I am. You might have more money, but that's it. Anyway, so I was thinking, right, as I'm watching all of this, like there are so many lies that she's been caught in. I definitely know him, but I just never kept up. Right, you're like me, yeah. I liked him in Secret Window and Iron Man, though. I didn't see either one of those movies. I'm gonna have to go watch Secret Window. I heard that's good, but anyway, let's get down to I forgot what I'm doing here. I need my serum. I think it's packed away. We went to the baby shower. Joe's daughter's having a baby in Maryland last weekend, and I still have not unpacked the makeup that I bought. I bought 3 bags full of, like, the tools and the makeup and everything, and it was, like, 90 something degrees outside. Johnny's team did an amazing job. Yeah, let's start out. I don't know, I'm all over the place here, but let's start out with the fact that, um how about the fact that nobody in his 54 years of life, I'm gonna use this one. Nobody in his 54 years of life have ever accused him of being a violent person. And I although I could this is how I feel. Although I can say, like, let's say this was a criminal case, right? Let's just say he's being tried for domestic violence, right? If I were and it was before a jury, because I don't think they usually are. But um I think they're usually just the judge. But let's just say I could say that with the evidence presented in this case, I would find him not guilty because um although I can honestly say he seems like he's out of control. He's an addict, or an alcoholic. He's definitely got drug and alcohol issues. Um, has he maybe yelled? Has he knocked things over, thrown things, which can be considered abuse as well? I just don't feel I couldn't in my heart say without a shadow of a doubt, without, within a certainty that he's guilty. So I would have to find him not guilty. And in my opinion, the first thing in deciding the defamation case is, do we believe that he's an abuser? Because if we do, she has the truth on her side. She couldn't defame him because she was telling the truth. So I think that most importantly, those jurors have to, and I'm not a lawyer, let me just say there, but if I were sitting on the jury, the first thing I would want to discuss was, do you believe he's an abuser? And then debate the issue, why you think it, the evidence you might want to show, because I don't know if any of you guys have ever been on a criminal case on jury duty. I have. And that's how we handled it. First thing we did was go around the table and take a vote. Did somebody think he was guilty or not guilty? Because if everybody thought he was guilty, case closed. If everybody thought he was not guilty, case closed. But then, obviously, in our case, it was half and half. And then we discussed it. We debated the issues. We looked at the evidence. Now, granted, my case was 2 days. I can't imagine 6 weeks with the amount of evidence that they have to look at. Okay, so I'm obviously not going to break everything down because I don't have that all in my head. And, we're just going to get ready and talk about it. Um, One of the other things that I know I did as a juror was I was constantly watching the tables, the plaintiff and the defendant, just watching their body language and how they reacted to things and were they scared or not scared, just basically their body reactions. Because yeah, he was in, oh no, that was her, never mind. Anyway, so that was one of the things that I used to do, or I did during jury duty, and I've been on jury duty quite a lot. Seems like I get selected every 3 years. I'm not always selected on a case. But anyway, so those are some of the things that people do. They watch your reactions to things. And now, like I said, talking about the most recent days that have passed, all I see from Amber as she's sitting there is, except for during closing arguments, a very smug person. When they were all testifying, when she was testifying, when Johnny was testifying during cross-examination, I felt, like I said, I felt like I was watching an extremely bad actress. I'm going to let this I'm going to let this settle in for a minute. So we're just going to talk. I felt like we were watching the smirky, very good description. Oh no, I just Googled it. I got him and Robert Downey Jr. mixed up. You know what? If it were Robert Downey Jr. accused of that, I would say, yeah, I probably believe it. Because but he overcame his problems. Anyway, so um what was I gonna say? So, okay, I'm gonna spill the beans. And I know that Morgan has given me permission to talk about this. My daughter's a survivor. Um, Anyway, please don't reach out to her because she gets, you know, weirded out. So don't reach out to her. But if you have any questions, you can ask me. Anyway, so she's a survivor, and that's why you never hear us talk about the baby's father. I have another family member who is a survivor. So I've been in the lives of the victim. I've seen how they react, um, just in their lives in general, in front of a judge, in court, in front of lawyers. Um, let's just say she does not act like a victim at all. And you could say, well, what's the victim supposed to act like? Not everybody acts the same. People are stronger, weaker. Not, I shouldn't say weaker. Don't get me wrong, not weaker. But they are more or less emotional, cold-hearted. I don't know what you want to do. Excuse me, what you want to say. Don't mind me. I'm a little slow this morning. That's okay, honey. Yeah, and I was going to say, so here's the thing. Here's a few things that I know of from experience. When you're with an abuser, one that she claims he was, because there's different types of abuse. You can be with an abuser that doesn't hit you. They just verbally abuse you, emotionally abuse you, financially, where they control you. You could be with an abuser that beats you senseless. You could be with an abuser that just might push you and that think that's okay. Things like that. So there are different types of abuse. Um, anyway, shit, I forgot what I was going to say because it got personal. I also, okay, how do I say this? Nah, I'm not going to bring myself into it. I've never been hit uh, by a man. I'd probably kill him. But I have, uh, during my divorce, to, my ex-husband started becoming verbally abusive, calling me names, stalking me. Oh my God, I couldn't go anywhere. He'd be text messaging, "Are you having fun at ShopRite?" Or, and just things finally exploded. I had to call the police a couple times, and they begged me to go to court and get a restraining order against him because they said to me that they saw this escalating and they didn't want me to get hurt. And then one day he did something that was in front of my children, two of my children, more Ashley and Christopher, that I finally said enough was enough, and I went to court and I won a restraining order, and I won a final restraining order, and he never laid a hand on me. So just to say, I have experience in this as the victim, not as the abuser. Let me just read a little bit. Oh, I can't see. Where's my glasses? I see a new name. Hold on. Who's the abuser, Amber or Johnny? Me thinks Amber is the abuser, looking at the experience in this, the evidence in this case. I agree. So I was trying to thank you for getting me back on track. I want to see if I can get, where's my glasses? Actually, could you throw down my pink glasses? Because I think my black ones are put away somewhere. All right. So anyway, so let's get back. I'm so sorry. I started bringing person into it. I just want to let you guys know that I have some experience with this. Um, um, I believe that Amber is the abuser, and here's just my opinions on all of it, and it is just opinions. I don't want to get sued by saying something wrong. Hold on one sec. Oh, thank you. All right, just in case, so I could read. And welcome to the live, and thank you for. Let me see. RBS, thank you so much for joining. And oh, I'm so glad that you are engaging because I just love talking about all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Um, I believe she's the abuser, but let's just take for an example when you're abused. When no, I'm sorry, when you have an abuser, I can tell you in the experience that I have had, um, they try and alienate you from your friends, family, loved ones. And the reason that they do that is because several reasons. They want to control you, and they don't want input from siblings or cousins or friends or parents or whatever. They also want to make sure that you can't leave. So if they successfully alienate you, they're going to um, make you believe that you can't go to your family or friends or loved ones, that they'll never believe you, they won't take you in, they haven't spoken to you in however many months or years, and they're trying to make you have nowhere to turn. In this case, Johnny had her sister and multiple friends of Amber's living in his penthouses or wherever, rent free. An abuser will not bring in support for the person they're abusing. That's number one. And if you disagree with anything or agree, just please leave a comment, because like I said, I would love to debate it, and I will do so nicely. We won't get all angry and mad. All right, so I got my skincare on before I forget. So normally, barbecues usually during the summer, so I'm not going to go with something heavy on my face or smoked out eyes or anything like that. So bear in mind that's what we're going to do. You can see that I have some yellowness going on. It's from my freckles because I was in the sun a little bit, so it's starting to get my little sun color. So I do want to even out the skin a tiny bit. So I'm just going to take my 4-in-1 perfector from, what is this, Maybelline, and we're going to just do a real thin coat over that. So now back to that. So also, this was funny too, and I'm jumping all over the place, obviously, because I don't have anything written down to go through. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my sponge. Oh, here it is. The can I have the last ice cream cone? No. Go ahead, you brat. She's a brat. She did that on live, so I couldn't argue with her. She's laughing. Yes, Ashley Brown, Zach said. You mind your business, Zach. No, I'm only kidding. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So That's number one. An abuser is not going to bring in a support system for you because they don't want you to have a support system. They want to control you. They want to rely on you. And the reason we know that one of the reasons that I picked up on that he wanted to control her, according to Amber's attorney, Elaine, she had brought up, and I only saw a clip of this. I haven't seen um, the whole part of that day yet. I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. I didn't even put on any primer. I just put on my skincare because I don't want loads of layers. Anyway, so um, she had said that she was going. It was during her opening arguments. Oh, I did see that day. She had said that she is going to bring evidence, or that the jury's going to hear evidence, audio tape, and I think she said it was either 5 or 8 hours worth of audio tape of Johnny's handlers. I'm laughing at Zach. Ashley Brown, that was Kendrick's. Kendrick can't eat ice cream yet. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, so she said you were going to hear audio of Johnny's handlers the day his finger was chopped off, which I heard that audio, by the way. Not all of it. I heard some of it. Um, saying that she has this audio because Johnny somehow turned the phone on, the password, put the password in, and that Amber was somehow able to get it and secretly record them. Now, she said that Amber had never had access to her phone, that Johnny would never give her the password. So she couldn't get on the phone and do things like record and stuff like that. Okay, so there's two things here. Number one, uh, if she had a phone and she didn't have the password, clearly she's making phone calls and texting because it came up in court. Anybody who has a phone, anybody, and that's probably most of us, anybody who has a phone knows that if it has a password, you cannot text somebody, you cannot make a phone call, you can't do any of that without a password. So right there, when she said that, I was like, wait a second, what? How she got all these iPhone pictures and all this other stuff, messaging him and making phone calls without a password. So right there, I was like already leery. And then she had said that you're going to hear his handlers um, again when he chopped off when his finger was chopped off, that she was stone cold sober, and of course, her attorney meant she was sober. She didn't make this mess. She didn't all do this. She was the sober one. So this is funny. Let me just see real quick if I'm missing anything. Don't try to pull the baby card, Miss Girl. She does that all the time, Zach. All right. So as you can see, it just evened it out a little bit. Not much. You can still see my freckles and everything through it. Matter of fact, this is going to be like the quickest makeup, except we're going to be talking, so it's not going to be that quick. Okay. So anyway, now to the audio. I listened to about 40 minutes of it. It's on YouTube if you want to hear it. And it was when his handlers, it was the doctors. When they say handlers, some guy, Jerry, I guess he takes care of their messes or whatever he does. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my makeup, deciding what to do. I'm just going to grab a bronzer. Anyway, so I'm not going to, wait, I'm just going to put a little color on my face because I'm feeling kind of yellow. Hi, Nikki. I'm pretty sensitive to others' emotions, and I felt nothing when Amber was trying to look emotional. So true. So true. We're going to get to that part too. Anyway, but back to the audio. So I listened to about 40 minutes of it. It's on YouTube if you want to go listen to it. It is his handlers, including the doctor and the nurse, talking about Johnny trying to find the severed part of his finger, talking about how Amber's mental state was, and that she needed medication. They wanted to give her medication, and I don't remember the man's name that was talking the most on there. They were trying to get her out of Australia, probably because they were afraid she was going to be arrested, in my opinion. So they were trying to get her out of there. They wanted to separate them. Obviously, they don't want Amber going back near him. Um, they were saying what a mess it was. There was glass everywhere, and just that part, we heard. They said, "You don't have to be intoxicated to be abusive." Amen, Nikki. So anyway, so they were talking about, like I said, they're waiting for the hand surgeon. He's now sleeping. Oh, they gave her something to calm her. She was refusing to leave. Somebody was gonna fly back to the States with her to LA. She was refusing to leave. She's like, I can't leave. I can't leave. It'll be the end. She was afraid that if she left, he was gonna break up with her or whatever, or leave her, whatever the case might be. And there was, like the lawyer said, like 5 or 8 hours worth of audio. In that audio, she claimed that she was cut all throughout her body, her feet and her legs, from all this broken wine bottles, that she was all cut up. All through that video, no one, doctors or the doctor or the nurse or any of the other handlers, no one at all mentioned anything to that effect. Nobody said, has anybody checked those cuts? Does she need stitches in any? Do we need to get, sutures? Or nobody ever once mentions, oh, we have to clean up those cuts before she gets infected. Nothing. The only thing they kept talking about on her side was her mental state and the fact that she was uh quite angry and quite emotional and uncontrollable at times and unstable. They were also trying to give her medication that she refused to take, um, so that they could get her on the airplane, that she wasn't going to flip out on the airplane because they were concerned about her behavior. I'll read what I typed last. Okay. Hold on. Let me just see what Tracy wrote. I'm so sorry. Yeah, please, if I miss anything, just do what Tracy did. Where are you, Trace? Wait. Oh my God, it was that far up. I'm so sorry. Wait. Smirky. Okay. Oh shoot, I missed a lot. Don't try the. Are you doing the plumper today? Thank you, Zach. Oh shit, it's put away. I'll get it. Pretty sensitive. Tracy, I don't see it. Wait. The last thing I saw was where you said smirky. Right? I don't see anything in between that, Tracy. If you could just write it again for me, I'd appreciate it. All right. So anyway, time out. Let me just get my plumper. Look, this is all my makeup. No, not all my makeup, but the stuff I bought with me. I've been so tired. I just been tired. Let's just say. Oh wait, did I bring that with me? I think I did. Wait, what's in here? No, that's face stuff. Yeah, you see the mess going on? Oh my God. Well, might as well unpack now. Oh, there's my flat iron. My bad. Okay. Hold on really quick. I'm so sorry. I was looking for that. That was going to be put on next. Oh, let me try this. I really haven't tried that. Want to use that. Here it is. And that. All right. It's on the floor next to me. All right. The lip plumper, in case you guys are interested, anybody new, is from Bloody Blush. This is the clear one. I know I always forget the name of it. And it is the most intense one they have. So I'm going to put it on. I love this stuff. I got an order. I have to order another clear one. All right. Thank you, Zach. I love the book bag. I use it. Oh, I love it. It's so big. I love it. Tracy, did you hear me that I can't find your other comment that you were asking me to read? If you wouldn't mind, I know it might be trouble. All right, so back to what we were talking about. So they never once, not once, did they ever mention, did you look at her cuts? If she had cuts everywhere, as she claimed, they would at least be concerned enough to say, let's clean this up. Let's clean them out, make sure there's no glass in there, there's no shards of glass or anything. Nothing. So when I heard that audio, I was like, "Are you kidding me? She's lying through her teeth because somebody would have mentioned that." There's no way I believe that with all that was going on and all that they were concerned about, they would have they never once said, "Can we look at your cuts?" Let me see what Tracy said. She said Johnny used a broken vodka bottle to abuse her vajayjay with, yet no police called, no hospital visit. I agree. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think she accused him of that twice. And I agree with you. She said, um, did she say it was a broken bottle, by the way? Or did she just say it was a bottle she didn't know at the time or something like that? I could be wrong. I'm just asking. I'm just going to put some, what do you call, eyebrow pencil. Because remember, we're going to a barbecue. It's hot outside. Not really here in New Jersey, but tomorrow it's going to be. So we don't want our makeup sliding off our face, and we wanna be comfortable. Alright, so, um, that was another thing she had said that, he raped her. He raped her with a bottle, and that she didn't know, it felt like she was getting punched. That's the testimony I remember, and I could be wrong, but I thought she said he did it to her twice. Somebody correct me if I'm mistaken. I thought she said he did it, where the trailer was, when they went to the trailer, and that day, that his finger came off. So please, if somebody knows, let me know. Oh yes, it was broken. She said she was afraid that it was broken and that Johnny wouldn't realize that it was or not. Let me tell you something. When I was 12, we were stupid. We were breaking beer bottles that we found by a river or stream, I should say, and somebody's throwing them against the wall and make a loud pop and shatter, because the teenagers were drinking. Anyway, well, they were drinking the night before and left all their mess. Anyway, I took somebody said, "Oh, if you break the top off, it makes a louder pop." So stupid me, I did that and then threw it holding the cut end. And I don't know if you could see this. There's something under there, but I don't know if you could see the scar. Here, let me see if you could see. Hold on. I'm gonna circle it. This was really light. So if you I don't know if you could see it. So if you could see that the skin is a different color, I literally chopped off the tip of my finger. It literally sliced it right the hell off. Had to get a skin graft and all that stuff. So I kind of know what he's talking about when, his the tip of his finger was cut off. Um, so what was I saying? Oh, so I'm saying that if she's got a broken bottle, wine, beer, whatever the frig it was, broken bottle, being shoved up inside of her over and over again, she's gonna get cut. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. I mean, it wasn't like she said he was, using the other much larger end of that wine bottle, and that's how he sliced his finger. She said he was, whatever. Again, I think us as women, there's no way we believe that she wasn't injured that way. I mean, I'm sorry, that she wouldn't know whether or not she was being injured. I mean, yes, if it's true, if something's happening to you like that, the adrenaline in your body can make you not feel what's happening. Absolutely. It our bodies are capable of things like that, not feeling pain because we're in shock. So to say that she didn't feel it, I get, absolutely, she may not have. She might have been, her body would have had all this adrenaline in her, um, to probably make her not feel it. However, she would feel it after it's over. And you're not telling me that a broken bottle is not cutting you up inside. Let me see, make sure I didn't. She also claimed he dragged her through all the broken glass naked. Exactly. Nikki said, but what about her sliced up feet? Exactly. Slipping on the vodka and broken glass. The other time was a cavity search, actually, two different. Oh, okay. Okay. So I knew it was something similar. Anyway, so exactly. So uh, she had said, she had testified that she had uh, cut her feet and cut all this stuff, slipping on all those broken shards of glass. And that audio from his handlers mention, all those hours on that audio mention nothing about it. There's no way they wouldn't have checked her medically, um, to see if she had broken glass in her cuts, in her wounds. They checked for glass, so they were not checking her for any of that. They were only giving her something to calm her down. And when the man said that she's stone cold sober, you have to listen to what he said. And I'm not quoting because I'm not sure of the actual word, the actual verbiage, but he said something to the effect of how the apartment was destroyed. It's crazy in here. It's a wreck. Oh my God, there's broken glass. There's blood everywhere. All this stuff. And he said, and she's stone cold sober. And then I believe at some point in there, he said he believes that she did it. And all the scars on her arm look like she cut herself, not random pieces of glass. Again, I agree with you, Nikki. I also said that when they showed, what was there, like 2 or 3 cuts that they showed in the courtroom. Um, let me put on a little bit of bronzer. When they showed all that stuff in the courtroom, when they talked about it and they made her show her scars, and she said that she got them from the broken glass, I said, oh my God, that's such bullshit. Sorry. That is real bullshit, because if you're getting cut by a broken glass, it's not going to be straight like that. There's especially a 1, 2, 3. Let's say there were 3, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Not maybe one might get straight, but all 3. There's absolutely, and again, I'm not a doctor. Um, there's no way I believe that that was from broken glass or being slid across broken glass. I don't believe it. And I just, let's talk about her credibility on the witness stand just from her behavior. Listen, again, from experience, I know that when you're talking about something so traumatic, as she claims that she has PTSD, did Jason Momoa testify? He did not testify. No, we'll talk about that too. Oh my God. Um, when you're talking about something so traumatic, I don't know if you guys have seen, I did a video on breast cancer awareness, I think a year ago to you. And I talked about my mom dying of breast cancer. And I can't tell you how many times I retaped that video. And you could see it in the video that my voice was cracking. And my mother died almost 30 years ago now. And I'm still have trouble speaking about her without crying. So I'm going to tell you right now, yes, we all react in different ways. But the fact that she had no emotion, and I don't want to say no emotion because she tried emotion, but when she was sitting there going, oh my God, I can't do this. Like at one point she sobbed. She broke down and sobbed, and not a single tear dropped from her eyes. I was like, that's when I said, "I- is this real? Is she doing that on purpose?" Like, I couldn't understand what she was doing because I kind of felt like, is she acting poorly on purpose? Like she was trying to be bad. Like, I was shocked because, again, I didn't know who she was, never seen her in anything, so I didn't know was she a good actress or not. So, but when I saw her on the witness stand doing these things, I was like, "What the hell?" Terrible, terrible. Oh, do we have another one? Wait, wait, wait. Let me get my glasses. Um, let me see if I missed. Oh, look at I missed everything here. Okay. Let me just read. I think she said she was praying that it wasn't the broken one. I only recall once. Okay. But what about her sliced up feet? Well, we read that part. Clam dragged through the only time. Okay. Cavity, scars. Right, Elaine. They have private doctors ready all the time. Exactly. The head of security said she told him she did it. Did Jason? No, he didn't task it. Oh, no. What is Oh, oh, oh. Wait. I think I missed a few things. In a bath with Amber Heard. From here on out, Depp will chase women his own age. Yeah, I see that, or no women at all. Kate Moss did testify. Yes. Oh my God, I must have missed a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. Uh, okay, so um, let's see. I think one of the problems with men, and I've seen it before. Yeah, I've seen it on even just reality shows. They have to have their egos fed, and nothing personal to any man out here. Not all men are the same, obviously. Depp will still be rich, win or lose, and Amber needs kid raising money. I hope she wins. Tell us why you hope she wins. Because she needs the money? Here's the thing. Okay. So let's go back to um yeah, men and their egos. And again, not all men are the same, not all women are the same, but I think men love the fact that they have this younger woman on their arm. It's kind of like a trophy. It strokes their ego. And you know what? Johnny Depp could date somebody his own age and she could be a psycho. I mean, there's no guarantee on any of that. But I think that people um, who date so far out of their age kind of almost always run into some type of trouble in the end, you know? The jury already made up their minds. I have to agree with you. I think they did. So you believe Amber? Uh, this is normal for Hollywood culture. It's terrible. I agree with you. It is normal for Hollywood culture. But I agree with you. Anyway, there was something I was going to say. I read a comment on, and I forgot what it was. Hold on, let me just go back real quick. Um, Women, Kate Moss. Yeah, Kate Moss testified, and it was funny because they were so excited that Amber brought Kate Moss's name into it because Johnny was not going to be able to um, bring her in as a witness because of relevance. There was really no relevance to it until Amber opened up that door. And that's why I say, like, is she doing this on purpose? Like, I was really, I don't know, I was just surprised. All right, let's put some blush on. Do I have my blush right here? Nope. Of course I don't. I think it's packed away. Well, I'm going to use one of these. This is from She Glam. Yeah, so I was shocked. But Kate Moss said they were in the Caribbean. I forget, was it Jamaica? And there was a rainstorm. She slipped down the stairs, hurt her back. He came back because he was ahead of her. He came back, carried her to the room and got her medical attention. She 100% said he never ever kicked her, pushed her, or any other time down any stairs. So that was out of the way. And the fact that there has never been a single person who's ever accused him of violence, which I think is important in the history, because you know if you're a violent natured person, people are going to talk about that in all the years he's been around, and they never have. And that doesn't mean that somebody who's never been violent before all of a sudden becomes violent, because if you're with a toxic partner, anything can happen. And I think they were very toxic for each other. I don't know, just from what I'm hearing, sounds to me like their relationship was extremely toxic. Um, Maybe common, but not normal. Well, you got a point there, Nikki. It is common, but not normal behavior. I agree there. But I think he was mentioning, or she, I'm not sure. I can't see your profile picture. Um, I think you're a man. I'm not sure. Um, I think that they were talking though about the age difference. I could be wrong, but that's the way I took it. RBS says, yes, none of Johnny's past women have accused him of physical violence in a relationship. Usually there is a pattern. Exactly. There is usually a pattern. Um, Now, I don't know if Amber has ever been in any relationships where she was accused of anything, but I do know, as hard as it is for a woman to come forward about domestic violence and get help, it's probably that much harder for a man to admit it. Because what was it that Amber said? Nobody's going to believe you. You're a man. Basically, she was saying, I didn't punch you. I didn't hit you. I just hit you. Okay. Doesn't matter whether it's a fist or a slap or with a bottle. It's still abuse. But she basically called him a big baby, and who's going to believe him? And I think that happens with abused men. They're not going to come forward and be like, well, yeah, I'm a wimpy guy because that's what society thinks. I would never think that they were a wimpy guy. I would think like, well, first of all, get the hell out of the relationship. But um, good for you that you didn't hit back because a man could have probably, punched you across the room and they didn't. So I have respect. It's not so much respect, but I don't have a bad thought on a man who's being abused and doesn't hit back. I think that's pretty amazing, actually. Um, yes, none of Johnny's. Oh, I read that. Her ex-wife. Oh, that's right. Her ex-wife accused her and she was arrested. So she does have a history. I forgot about that, Ashley. Thank you. Right. Her ex-wife, I don't know so much if the ex-wife accused her, but there were witnesses at the airport. So I don't know if the ex-wife actually um, signed a what do you call it, domestic violence report on her. And I think she didn't. It's probably why the charges were dropped. But I think they even said she was in jail overnight. No, could be wrong. But yeah, so she's got a history there too. They both apparently have histories of abuse in their lives when they were younger, or that they were the ones being abused. I don't know the extent of that. I didn't really look into that, but that's what they're saying as well. So apparently Amber's carrying on that cycle and Johnny is not. I don't know. I think Johnny needs help with his drug and alcohol abuse. And in my opinion, I don't believe that he's the abuser. I believe she is. And I believe she wrote that op ed to hurt him. And the funny thing is, this was great. This was great. The last day of the trial during before the closing arguments, or the last was it during no, it was the day before closing arguments. It was her last word. She was talking about basically Camille. Oh, Camille was amazing. Camille was cross-examining her and basically saying, so you're calling every single person who stood up and told the truth a liar. And of course she's like, no, I'm not calling him that. I'm just saying I don't recognize him. He wasn't there. Or, the cops, I don't know how two sets. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's crooked cops out there, but two sets of police officers that didn't even know Johnny Depp lived there. How you're going to say they lied for him? Because that's what she was saying, that they're lying for him because he's such a powerful man. And that's why I wrote the op-ed. She said that twice. And right there, I said, wait a second. You just said you didn't write it about him. You just said that it was just to show the world what happens when you're accused somebody famous or somebody powerful or higher up. What happens to you? You just said that he's powerful. People want to be in his graces, and that you wrote this op-ed to take that power away. So right there, that shows malicious intent to me. Again, we don't know what the jury's going to think. I'm hoping that they're watching. Oh, I want to discuss the makeup. Oh, this was great. Let me just take a second to read. Um, she was in jail overnight. So she was. and she claims nothing happened, and she was only arrested because the cop didn't like that it was two women married. Oh my God. I think anyone can be pushed beyond their limits, and I feel like she just pushed and pushed. Evidence shows that he tried to retreat. Oh, absolutely. A witness testified to the airport incident. Yes, and Nikki brought up a good example, a good point. But don't let me forget to talk about the makeup because I was so excited about that part. I was like, oh, I hope somebody on the jury knows about makeup. All right, did I put blush on? I did, and it's a peach. I want pink, but we're gonna put on some powder because, like I said, barbecues get hot. So we're gonna put on a little bit of powder. I'm gonna use finally the Givenchy powder. This is the what's it called again? Prisme Libre. Uh, well, we're gonna just turn it upside down, and there's the powder in there. I don't want to. Anyway, so whatchamacallit? What was I going to talk about? Wait, let me read the comments because it was in there. Oh, he tried to retreat. Right. So there was the one audio tape where Johnny says that he was trying to get away from her. 5 bedrooms, two bathrooms, or was it 2 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms? I think. And here you come, bang, 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 and I go to another place, bang, 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 bang. So it's all over the video. I mean, the audio tape that he's trying to get away from the situation, and you keep following and trying to make him fight with you. So then what cracked me up was when Camille played the tape, and then she said, "That's not what we were discussing." He lied, and it was only one door I knocked on. I'm like, what does he have to lie for? He wasn't testifying. This is a tape of when it was going on. She bought him a knife. Oh my God, right? She bought him. Wait, who buys their abuser? Their physically abusive husband and rapist. Let's not forget, she accused him of that. Who buys them a knife? And this was a knife, a big knife like that. The blade, I think, was about that big. Like, definitely, like, not a little pocket knife. It's not like he goes fishing and bought him a fishing knife or a hunting knife. Like, who does that? I'm gonna buy you something that you could kill me with? No. So I'm just putting this on just to set my face, but I'm also gonna go in with some what you call it? Bronzer, powder bronzer, and powder blush. Anyway, so oh my God, I totally forgot about the knife. I mean, seriously, if you are a domestic violence victim, you are going to be too afraid to hand that man or woman a weapon. Like, come on. I can't believe that she thinks we're that crazy to believe her. But anyway, so the retreating part was, and anytime they played something. What's that say? It wasn't a little pocket knife. No, it wasn't. And it was engraved with the saying "till death." Oh, I forgot about that too. Exactly. Listen, somebody saying "till death," like they said he used to say that to her, um, doesn't necessarily mean that you're threatening like we're gonna die. Let's not forget, "till death do we part." That's in your marriage, your wedding vows. So that didn't do much for me when they said that. It was, that's part of your wedding vows, till death do us part. But anyway, so anytime, if you notice, anytime they played some audio, and then they addressed it with her, she always said, "No, that's not what we were discussing." And like, we just heard your audio tapes or his audio tapes, wherever they came from. We just heard that whole conversation. How are you going to, she would deny it. And she had such arrogance in her. She was so arrogant. I was like, that is not a victim. I'm sorry. Call me whatever you want because I know that somebody in TikTok's all pissed off about my opinion and I don't care. Um, like I said when I first started, you want to believe the victim. You want to, because who can imagine someone coming forward and making such terrible accusations about somebody that aren't true? So you want to believe them. I know I would want to. I want to believe them, But then when you go further into it and you peel the layers and you're now seeing, oh my God, speaking of, let's talk about that psychiatrist. But you're now seeing all of this. You can't just follow them blindly because she's a woman. You can't, that's what I was accused of. Oh, nice of you to support other women. I do support other women. I support other men too. I don't support people based on gender. I support people, and I don't support people blindly because I don't agree with her. The stuff that I have been seeing, in my opinion, has shown to me so many inconsistencies that I think she has zero credibility, and I no longer believe her. And like I said, you want to start out believing, because why would somebody lie? But then you see. Um, did you guys see her expert witness? The guy, I know you must have seen the memes doing this on the witness stand. I think he was a shrink, wasn't he? A psychiatrist, sorry. Psychiatrist, psychologist, or forensic psychologist, psychiatrist, psychologist, which one he was. Did you guys see him? Oh my God. Again, I was like, did they do this on purpose? I don't understand how you could put such terrible witnesses on the witness stand. And he was certified an expert during voir dire. I couldn't believe it. He was goofy looking. Yeah, that was the guy. I think he had white hair. She filed for divorce a few days after his mother died. I know, that was terrible. I thought that was horrible. And she also got a restraining order when he was out of the country. So she waited for that too. Oh, so what was I saying? Oh, the guy, he said, and I don't remember everything because he was, you know what he reminded me of? The wacky scientist from Back to the Future. Like just all over the place, crazy kind of, guy. That's what he reminded me of. So anyway, he had stated, I guess somebody had asked him, I forget, it wasn't Camille, it was another one of the Johnny's team, asked him about what he used to evaluate him, since he didn't actually sit down and evaluate Johnny. And he said one of the things he used were one of the things. So he used a testimony and Amber's accusations and other things like that. He read medical reports and things like that. And he said another thing that he used or that he watched to determine something about his speed of something, Pirates of the Caribbean. And I was like, wait a second, is this for real? Is this guy for real? And even the lawyer was like, what? How do you use a film where he's acting as a character, in this case, Jack Sparrow? How do you use that in determining something medically wrong or mentally wrong, or his mental acuity from a film, from a character he's playing? I was shocked. I was like, that's why I was like, I started feeling like, is this a joke? Like, is she trying to lose? Like, seriously, is she trying to lose? That's what I started thinking. And then he said, something, the lawyer said something about, oh, did you watch Charlie, not Willy Wonka? And he said, he just was like this. That's when he did that. And he looked at the judge. He goes, do I have to answer that? And the judge looked at him like, yeah, you have to answer the questions. Listen, you're the expert witness. What are you trying to get out of answering questions for? And he said, you'll be happy to know I didn't use that. I didn't watch that. But I was just like, I started wondering, like, is she trying to lose this? Are they trying to lose this case, putting him on the witness stand like that? It was crazy. It was just crazy to me. Wait, did Ashley write something? Yes. Wait, I need my glasses. Sorry. Yes, there's also a video of him asking her lawyer, Eileen, what he should lie. Oh, no way. What he should lie about and what he lie about. I don't know if it's real or not, but if it is, that's crazy. I don't know. I bet you that's not real, because they also have a video of Jason Momoa out there siding with Johnny, and they they've proven that it was a fake video. So RBS says, Johnny played in a movie called Secret Window. I didn't see that, actually, based on a Stephen King novel where he was the abuser. But unfortunately, it's just a movie in Amber's mind. I didn't know that. I got to go watch that movie. I've never seen it. You know what? Speaking of that, good point too. And I'm surprised that the doctor didn't try and use that one if he used Pirates of the Caribbean. So Amber's assistant was actually sexually assaulted with a bottle. And she confided that to Amber. And my daughter, Ashley, who you see on here, is the one who told me that. But then I saw a clip. Because like I said, I watched the actual trial for the past week, all the days. And now I'm going back and watching the entire days that I missed instead of just the clips. Where actually Elaine mentioned something about an accusation that she stole her assistant's story, or the assistant testified or something. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. So let's not put it out there like that. But I know that somebody mentioned in the trial, I think it was Elaine, mentioned something about an accusation that she stole the assistant's story. That's another reason why I wanted to go back and watch every day. But yeah, that's crazy, right? And they also said she copied off Rihanna when Rihanna was being interviewed about being beaten up by Chris Brown, and talking about him blacking out, that there was nothing there. He was just blank. There was nothing there. And somebody did like a side by side, obviously, of Rihanna's interview and then Amber's testimony. So that's another thing. I don't know. I don't know. How about wait, let me just read real quick because I don't want to miss anybody's stuff anymore. Okay. We read that. It's one of my favorite movies. Oh, I gotta go watch it. I definitely gotta go watch it. What about wait, shoot. I'm supposed to be putting makeup on, I know. Let me get some bronzer. I'm gonna put some powder bronzer on, and I'm just gonna grab what I have here. I have Aesthetica right here. This might be a little dark. Oh, maybe not. There it is. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna bring up. What the hell was I gonna say? Let me just read your comments. It was probably something you guys said. I know they talked about, unfortunately, just a movie. Yes, the makeup is okay. Let's talk about the makeup. So now, you guys know I'm not a makeup artist. I just love doing makeup and teaching you guys what I've been learning, for my mature skin. Anyway, so when so there's two things. Elaine, which is the older female on Amber's team, during opening arguments, she had a Milani color corrector, and I'm sure most of us have seen this video going around. She had a Milani color corrector, a color wheel. I think there was 4 colors in it. Hey, somebody's putting flags out on our lawns. That was so sweet. That was really nice. I missed who it was. Anyway, sorry. So she said she had the color wheel, and she said that Amber, this is the compact that Amber keeps in her purse every day, and you'll see on the witness stand, blah, 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 blah. So she said that this was the product that Amber keeps in her purse until it was a Milani color corrector. And Milani came out saying they didn't even have to go to court for this one, Milani. It went viral. It went super viral. I mean, it was on the news and everything, saying or proving, showing that the color corrector did not come out until 2017, and they were divorced by 2015, 14 or something like that, so that she couldn't be using that. So, of course, now up on the witness stand, she had said, she had the color corrector in hand, and she said, I used a color corrector like this. Not this specific one, of course, but so that was how they fixed it. So now here you go. This was funny. She said that she's covering up. I'm going to just grab some blush. Let's use Milani while we're at it. That she would cover up her bruises, and that she would use, she would go in every morning, wet her face or wash her face. I think she said wet, but I could be wrong. Um, that she would then go in with moisturizer tinted with foundation. I mean, not that I'm probably nitpicking at this one right now. What color do you use? Me personally, or is that on the blush? Like, what are we asking for? Or was it amber? Good question. She probably wouldn't even know. Anyway, most people know they call it tinted moisturizer. They don't say moisturizer with foundation. That's number one. And it's just nitpicking. I realize it's just nitpicking. And then that she goes in with foundation with SPF next. And she said she does this because she's got a skin condition that it messes her up in the sun. She doesn't say what kind of skin condition it is, which was kind of odd since her next step was to explain color theory. You would think that she would be more detailed. I don't know, just saying. Well, makeup is just a curiosity for me. Oh, well, I'll let you know. Milani, this particular blush is shade 08 Tea Rose, and it is a powder blush. You can come back to my channel every week and watch me do makeup, and you'll learn a lot about it. But yeah, so the different foundations call for different colors, but I am light skinned. So I'm not fair, even though I kind of look it in real life. I'm not considered fair. I'm considered light. I have freckles. I have a cool undertone. That's just some of the ways that you purchase foundation. Anyway, so she said, she then explained color theory, and she said that when you're covering up a bruise or a black eye or anything, even a pimple, if you're covering up something, you take the shade of, let's pretend, because she was supposedly covering up the bruise on her cheek, which appeared red in her photos. So we're going to go with that for now. You take the opposite of the color wheel. So on the color wheel, I wish I had one in front of me, but I don't. Oh, wait, I can pull one up. Opposite of the color wheel. I have no idea on this subject. Oh, ask away. I'll answer whatever I can for you. Sergio's bothering me. Wait a second. Hold on. Color wheel. COLOR. Color wheel. I'm going to pull up a color wheel. Let me get a good one. Images. Okay. So here's what a color wheel looks like, right? So now she wants to cover, well, you can't see red here. Well, okay, we'll use the orangey part. It's close to red. Let me see if I can find one that's better than this. Maybe this one's a little bit better. But you can see it's on the red orange. You see the different shades there. It was weird looking at Amber's face during the trial. She had some weird silver color on her cheeks. She had highlighter on. That's what you were saying. And one thing I noticed too, because her cheekbones are so high and, like that, she always looked like she had a bruise. I said to my daughter, doesn't she look like she's got a bruise there now? But let's go back to what she was saying. So she was teaching everybody about color theory. So when you're trying to cover something up, and let's just pretend, because that cheek was red when I saw the pictures, the photos I saw, the cheek was red. It was not bruised. It was red. So across the wheel from the color red, so you would go in between the shades because red is not on this wheel, but you'll see it's green. You see the different shades of green. So when you want to cover a pimple, let's say, that has red, you would use green. Now she's covering her whatchamacallit, her red face, because like I said, the picture they were using, her cheek was red. So we're going to just use that for now. You would use green. So here's what she said. Oh, I should just do it. I should just do it on my face. I really should. Anyway, let me put some eyeshadow on because I'm over here blabbing and not doing makeup. Silver color on cheek. I see. I know a bit of color theory from art. Yes, yes. And drawing stuff. Right. So, okay. So then you know a little bit about color theory. And before we go on any further, I'm just gonna line. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put a little bit of bronzer on my eyelids. Let me just get a little bit of darker one. I think I'm gonna use LYS. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna take a bigger brush. Maybe not that big. Hold on, because I just really just want some. Remember, we're going to a summer barbecue, so I laughed so hard when she called it her bruise kit. Ah, Ashley, you went ahead of me. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go in here like this with my, just to give me a little bit of dimension. Anyway, yeah. So I forgot. So she's explaining color theory. So now let's go with the red. Um, Opposite of the wheel is green. So when you're covering a pimple that's red and or rosacea is red, you're going to use green. So let's pretend she's covering that. I'm going to do it. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm going to do it for you guys. So here's what she said she does. So she said she puts on her foundation, which I kind of did already, right? Let's do an experiment. This is better. She's going to put on, I know you wouldn't go out. Look, I'm going to do it on my arm or something because I don't want to mess up the look. But let's just say she used her tinted moisturizer, which I have. This is what she said she does. Okay. So we're putting it right there. Oh, sugar. I should have just covered that up. Let's start over. Let's remove that. Tinted moisturizer. I'm going to try and cover up my tattoo because this is kind of like a bruise, right? I mean, the colors, there was red in it. So she said she uses tinted moisturizer and then foundation with SPF, which this has in it. So we're going to put that on here. This is not. Hold on. I'm going to get a better one with SPF in it. Tinted hydrating cream. No, that's tinted hydrator. Wait, does this have SPF? All day and night. I'm looking for an actual foundation and not a tinted moisturizer because I use tinted moisturizers. Oh, screw it. I'm just going to have to use what I have. Charlotte Tilbury has, wait, does this have one? It's tinted moisturizer. Does NARS, is NARS SPF in here? I don't see it. Oh, well, since I know this has SPF, I'm going to put this on. So let's go. So then we're going to do this. So she says she puts on both. We're going to do that. I don't know if she uses brushes, sponges. I don't know. So let's take a sponge because that's what I would do. I would put it on with a sponge. As you can see already, it's covering nothing. Then she said she puts on concealer. So let's get a thick concealer, like a full coverage concealer. I believe I have one. If I could get in. I'm still looking. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to use Jeffree Star because it is full coverage. It's a little light right now for me, but I'm putting it on. I'm going to tap it in with my finger because that's what I would do if I was trying to cover something. Okay. Now she said she goes in with the color corrector. Oh, I'm sorry. With the bruise kit. That's what she said. Foundation, wait, first she said, obviously foundation first, concealer, and then my bruise kit. I mean, not my bruise kit. It's theatrical makeup. I just call it a bruise kit. No, there is such a thing called a bruise kit. Mayron makes a good one, and Mayron is theatrical. Most of their stuff is theatrical stuff, face paint, stuff like that. So she just slipped about that. All right, so we're doing what she said to do, right? Let's get the green color corrector. I have another one over here. Where are you? Is this one green? Nope. I know I have one. Hold on. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I got so excited. Hold on. I know I have a green one. Oh, my knees. Where are you? Wait. I'm coming. I got a whole palette. Color correcting palette. Don't mind my mess behind me there. Okay. Where are you? Is this it? Hold on, let me make sure I got it. Let me make sure there's green in it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. I got a color correcting palette. Now, according to her, we're going to go in and hide that bruise with green because she said she was hiding her red cheek there. So I took a little bit on my finger, going to just warm it up, and I'm going to go in and color correct, bruise correct. Here it is. You guys tell me, here, wait. I know it's hard to say. What color do you see most? And I'm not talking about my tattoo, just an FYI. What color do you see most? I shouldn't have done it on my tattoo because I really wasn't trying to cover something. But can you see? I don't know if you can see. I'm hoping you can. What color do you see most on there? I'm talking about makeup. Dark blue. Right. Well, you know why it looks dark blue? Because that green combined with the red of the tattoo and the black of the tattoo. But that is my point. What you would see is the green or a shade thereof because you use that last. There's no way that she color corrected her bruises because she didn't even know the order in which to put it in. Now, you can see the green thing. Yeah, right. Here's my thing. So when you're trying to do a when you're trying to cover something, the first thing you would do is put a color corrector on it. So you would start out, if it's red, you would start out with that green color corrector, right? Then you would go in with not under your eyes. We're not talking about like a black eye. The red that mark that she had on her cheek. She would start out with green. She would then conceal it because you want to get rid of the green and the red and darken it. And then you would do it you're all over and blend it all in. Then you would put your foundation on and continue with the rest of your makeup. So I was like, I hope to God somebody on the jury knows a little bit about makeup. And the fact that she slipped and said, oh, my bruise kit. If you're trying to create a bruise, what you would do is your foundation, primer, whatever you're doing first, your foundation, your concealer, and then your bruise kit goes last and you make your bruise. So she said the correct order of making a bruise, not covering one. I thought that was so telling and so interesting. Wait, what does that say? You Americans are so nice and friendly to talk to. I'm from Norway, so excuse my grammar, etc. Oh my God, I didn't even see any bad grammar, by the way, but thank you so much and welcome. Oh my God, all the way from Norway. I love this. Yeah, especially here on my channel. I don't care how you talk, how you speak, anything. We just have a lot of fun and we're very respectful of each other. So don't even worry about it. Welcome. And I hope you're having fun. All right, so back to some makeup a little bit. What do we got here? Let me put on some more plumper because that feeling went away. What else did I wanted to bring up? There's so much. Just the fact the way also that she couldn't cry even though she was trying to. I don't know if you all saw this. I think it was pretty beginning or early on. I'm saying. Oh, you're welcome. I think it was pretty early on in the trial. She literally, I hadn't seen this. I saw it on a clip. That's what's another reason why I'm going back and watching the full days of the beginning of the trial. She literally broke down, like sobbing. I just can't do this. I just don't want to. and stopped, and I was like, "There's not a single tear coming out of those eyes." Like, it just floored me. It just the amount to me of her behavior, her snarkiness, her what's the word I'm looking for? Um, her disrespect. She's very disrespectful in a courtroom. Like, that surprises me a lot. Like, maybe it's just me, and she's a lot younger than I am, but you're supposed to be respectful in the courtroom. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh my God, her sister, she was throwing daggers. Absolutely, she was. I saw that too. She was throwing daggers. But it's sad to me. Listen, I heard um I forgot what I was gonna tell you. What else? What else? I know you guys want to talk about other things. Tell me what else you remember from the trial. Oh, how about when TMZ, that the employee from TMZ, I'm just deepening up my crease to give myself uh, more dimension. The employee from TMZ came on the stand. I don't know if you guys know this, but TMZ tried to stop that from happening. They put in a motion, but the judge denied it. Um, it was so funny that he didn't testify to who he got it from because he couldn't. He didn't know. It came in anonymously. But the fact that he testified that, all the different protocols that they have to go through in order to actually publish anything, any tips or anything like that. Um, oh, yeah. That was another thing they found disrespectful. RBS says, I remember Amber leaving the courtroom before the jurors leaving. She literally got off the witness stand and left. She walked past the judge, the lawyers, the jurors. And although I understand that they are allowed to do that, it doesn't look good on her at all. But anyway, what was I saying? I totally forgot now. Um, shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Somebody remind me. So anyway, so remember we're going to a barbecue. I'm just going to throw a little mascara on. I'm not putting eyeliner on because it's hot out and I just, don't want that. But what I want to try, this is actually something new I'm going to try. Let me find my eyeliner. Hold on. Did anybody remind me what I was saying before that? I forgot. That's that. Mhm. Oh, let's use this. Hold on, I'm just looking for something. Um, Nobody reminded me. Nobody wants to remind me. I totally forgot what I was even looking for at this point. Let me look at myself. This is some. Oh, I remember eyeliner. Here it is. Phew, sweating. Morgan, are you listening? Can you remind me? What the hell was I saying? I forgot. I totally forgot what I was saying. So I'm gonna do this. Like, I have extremely tiny. You could see. I'll close my eyes so you could see tiny, tiny eyelashes, and they're red. Um, my natural hair color is red. I'm gonna take. I saw Spencer doing this, painted by Spencer. If you don't know who he is, I'm gonna take an eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner. This happens to be. Who is this again? Oh, NARS Climax Black Climax eyeliner, and I'm just gonna kind of run it in my eyelashes, just to really darken them up before I put on anything. Uh, Hi, Sunny's Place. How are you? Thank you. Um, yeah, I'm kind of just painting. I wanted to see. Supposedly, it helps make them look larger. So we're gonna say. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Somebody was on the witness stand, and what was I saying? I've totally forgot about it. Totally forgot. On the men from the big sea. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am glad that you are on the men, though. It's not an easy battle. You'll be in my prayers. Um, we're just talking about the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial and what we think and our opinions and just going over stuff. So let me know what you want to talk about. What do you think? I totally was on a ramp, a roll on something, and I got sidetracked answering to something else, and I forgot what I was saying. Wow, look at the. I don't know if you could see this. I'm looking. I have a mirror above me over here. Uh, but wow, it does give a little bit. Thank you. I love it's definitely been tough. I know. I'm absolutely disgusted with her. You know what's funny? I can't oh, so let's talk about that as a matter of fact. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. I don't remember if that's what I was talking about at the time. But the fact that every time she got on that witness stand and pretended to cry, it was just sickening. I'm like, bitch, sorry. Girl, you are an actress. And you don't and you can't cry? Like you can't cry better than that? I can cry better than that. I was shocked. I was shocked. I thought to myself, are they doing this on purpose? I really started wondering, is she trying to lose? I felt like I was watching a super bad, um, what do you call it, soap opera. I was shocked. But then her acting coach got on the witness stand and said she always had trouble crying, in movies, that she had trouble crying. Look at me, I'm sweating already. Air conditioner just kicked on. Um, I don't know, was that for her benefit? Oh, like, to me, it was like it reinforced that she was faking tears on the witness stand. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think the testimony of her acting coach, I keep shaking it, not because it's dry, it's because I'm using it upside down and it's drying out, like a pen does. Anyway, do you guys think that that hurt her, that witness hurt her? I don't, I don't, I don't think it helped her case at all. I think it almost confirmed. I'm done with this. I think it almost confirmed what they were saying. Uh, what everybody who was watching the trial was saying, that those are fake tears. Look, even her acting coach said she had trouble doing it during filming. During actual movies. I feel it's an absolute mockery of. Oh my God! Thank you very much for saying that. I said that too. I said she has hurt every domestic violence victim who have come forward and those who want to and are afraid to come forward. I agree 100% with you on that. All right. I'm going to let that dry because it is eyeliner. So I'm going to let it dry a second. Like I said, we're just going to like a little, well, I'm not going anywhere. This is all pretend. Look at me. I'm sweating. This is why when you go to a barbecue, you don't wear a lot of makeup or any at all, but you could look fresh and, you know, yeah, I felt like she made a mockery of all of that too. She was definitely vicious in a lot of the audio that she taped herself. Oh, how about the? Oh, I remember we were talking about TMZ, the guy that testified from TMZ. So anyway, he never mentioned who gave it to him. Number one, he said it was anonymous, so he didn't know where it came from. However, he went through what the protocols are in order to what should we call it? In order to publish it, in order for them to publish it, and in the case of if it's coming from the source owner, in which case Amber Heard was the one who made this videotape. She would be the source owner. He said one of the things they do is if it's coming from the source owner, they reach out to them, negotiate a price. I'm sorry, I'm using primer, eyelash primer. They negotiate a price to buy it, to buy the rights to it. And when they asked him how long does the process take when it's not coming from the source or something like that, he told them whatever it was. Then they asked, how long does the process take if it's coming directly from the source? And he said 15 minutes. About 15 minutes. Oh, from the time they receive it and start working on the protocols till the time they publish it. He said about 15 minutes. Do you own the rights to this video? Yes, we do. Which means he got a hold of the source. They negotiated a price to buy the rights to this video. And how long did it take from the time you received it till it was published? He said 15 minutes. So we can ascertain that it came directly from the source, which was Amber Heard. Let me just catch up, make sure I didn't miss anything. I thought Amber's cheeks on the stand looked the same as the photos of her bruises. I also did. Me and my daughters were talking about that same thing. I'm going to just throw on this L'Oreal Voluminous Original. It's called. It's burgundy mascara. Um, I thought the same thing. I said the same exact thing. I said the fact that her cheekbones are so high, and the way she had her blush and highlighter on those cheekbones. Oh, we forgot to put highlighter on. It looked bruised. I said the same thing. I said to my daughter Ashley, we were watching one day. I said, "Oh my God!" I said her cheeks still look bruised, and I'm surprised they didn't bring any of that up. But I guess it doesn't matter bringing that stuff into it. But I felt the same as you. I think it's because she has such high cheekbones that that's the case. Um, exactly. I wish he could have, what's that say? Oh, revealed who they purchased it from. And I think AH has rosacea. Oh, that would explain what she meant when she said on the witness stand that she uses the tinted moisturizer and then foundation with SPF because she said she had a skin condition, but she didn't say what. Yeah, she might have rosacea. I agree. Um, and that's probably why her cheeks look the way they do. But I think in which case they probably looked the same way when she went and filed for a TRO and called TMZ and alerted them that she was doing it. Come take my picture. Oh, it was funny that TMZ, the guy from TMZ, also said, also knew to take a picture of the right side of her face, that there was a bruise on it before they went there. Same with her lip. Oh, yeah, claiming it was swollen from being hit. But yeah, in real life, her lip is naturally plumper on the one side. Oh, I did not know that, Tracy. I thought you were going to talk, when I first started reading it, I thought you were going to talk about her red lip. Because supposedly, now I didn't see this part. Like I said, I watched about a week of it live. So now I'm kind of, and I only went and looked at clips prior to that. So I found it also interesting. I am backtracking and watching the actual live trial from the beginning, from day one. I started that. Anyway, somebody had said that she denied ever wearing red lips. I don't know if that's true or not, if she denied that, because I haven't seen it yet. But I do recall seeing her makeup artist on the witness stand saying the red lip is her signature lip. So I don't know. And if that's the case, there's another lie that she's been caught in. And I know it's so stupid. Oh, big deal. She lied about lipstick. But, when you lie about something so small and so silly, actually, then you'll lie about bigger things too, right? In my opinion, anyway. I actually was thinking it was a cold sore, to be honest with you. Hey, how about the fact that they say she was cheating on Johnny with Elon Musk and James Franco right in his own penthouse? That is disgusting. That is sickening. If it's true. Wasn't, yep, exactly what I was going to say. It's her signature look. Yeah. Into her lips. Oh, in my humble opinion, her lips would have been ripped and or teared from JD's skull rings. Oh my God, that's another thing. You're right. She sat there. Well, here's the funny thing. She contradicted herself on this statement as well. She said she does not remember Johnny ever not wearing rings. And then later said, when Camille called her out on the fact that if he's punching you in the face with those rings, you're going to get bruised. you're going to see marks on anybody. If they punch you with those kind of rings on, because you see the rings he wears, you're going to see that. I'm putting on a lot of mascara because I have tiny little eyelashes. Anyway, you're going to definitely see that. I should have curled my eyelashes, but I didn't. And then she said, well, he wasn't wearing them all the time. And then Camille said to her, well, you just testified that you don't remember him ever not wearing them. So yet another discrepancy in her testimony. And how about when her being naked in the elevator with those guys, except for a blanket, it's on video. Yeah, exactly. Shame on Elon Musk and James Franco. What the fuck? I just, you know what? I've been cheated on. That's how come I'm no longer married. He cheated with the next door neighbor who obviously knew he was married with children. I don't blame her completely. They both did it. But you knew you went after a married man and destroyed a family, which makes you nothing but a homewrecker. I call her the skank. Anyway, something's missing on my eyes. I gotta fix this. Anyway, I think I want to put a little tiny bit of eyeliner or something. I was gonna say. Oh, the two of them, they know they're walking into Johnny Depp's penthouses. I just find it disgusting. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Who else was I going to talk? Oh, the guy from the trailer park. What did you guys think about him? I believed his testimony. Remember when she testified that he destroyed the entire trailer? And she said he destroyed the entire trailer, damaged the entire trailer, and I think I'm just going to grab eyeliner. Hold on. Put a little pop of color in there. And then he got on the witness stand and basically said, he broke a sconce, or someone broke a sconce. And I'm not calling him a liar. I just don't recognize him. I don't know that he was there. She had an excuse why all of them were liars, but I'm not calling them liars. Anyway, so the fact that he charged $62 for a broken sconce, proves to me, in my opinion, that he's not lying. That a light fixture got broken. He charged you guys to fix it, and case closed. It was done. So I'm sure if Johnny destroyed this trailer, the man would have charged him more than $62. LOL, everything I'm thinking you're saying. See? We all think alike. I know there's people who are still believe her, and they want to believe her, and I understand this. They want to believe her because nobody wants to believe that a woman or a man, but especially women, because it's women that are abused, I think, statistically more than men. Not saying men are not abused, and I think Johnny's been abused. However, we don't want to believe that somebody would make accusations like this if they were not true. Not just domestic violence, being battered, but being sexually assaulted, actually being raped. That is rape. Nobody wants to believe that anybody would make that up. I know I don't want to believe that, and I want to say, like, the moment you say it, I believe you. But then as evidence comes out, I'm like, what the fuck? You're terrible. You're an evil person to do this to somebody, and you've ruined it for every domestic violence survivor out there, and for those continuing to go through it today that are so afraid to go for help. I think she just made it worse for them. I think, but yeah, to me, it's just sickening. I do know that there are others still. I got a red lip. I forgot. I just bought these. We're going to use that today. So let me find color. Yeah, close enough to red, right? Maybe not. Totally forgot what I was saying again because, I'm just like that to myself. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put this in my waterline. I know it's not color. No, maybe not. Let's try this. Hold on. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna put it in my waterline. Good enough. It's a darker pink. Good enough. It's just a little bit of color. Looks a little more colorful here than on camera, I think. Anyway, let me get some highlighter. What is this? That's eyeliner. It's right here too. Camille for president. I don't know if I'd go that far. But I think she's an awesome. I think every domestic violence victim should have an attorney that fights like they do. Absolutely. Because, yeah. Yes, Tracy Camille for president. I don't know. I think she's not old enough yet. I'm just putting a little bit of highlighter on here. I'm going to tell you a little story. Quick one. Before we go, I'm going to tell you. Anyway, so we were talking about the trailer guy. The fact that she called him a liar too. She just kept calling everybody a liar except for her, which, I don't know. What is this? That's something different. I don't know how I'm going to look in a red lip, but we're going to try it. All right, let me wipe off the plumper that I have. No, I don't have. I wanted to put this. Darn it. Might not be able to. I'm just going to rub it in. Eileen for no, thank you. I would not want that job. That can't be easy. But I think Camille is amazing. I really do. And I hope that the jury gets this right. I really do. All right, this is Jacqueline Hill's. I wanted to try it. I think BoxyCharm had it. Was it BoxyCharm? I don't even remember. It was on sale. I hear her liquid lips are really good, so I wanted to give it a try. Anyway, this is a lip liner. It's called, I don't know why I try and read without my glasses. I seen you in a red lip. It's gorgeous on you. Thank you. Unwrap Me is the shade of the liner. Oh, they're both Unwrap Me. I didn't realize that. Must have been a bundle I bought. I can't even remember anymore. Getting old. Anyway, I just dropped my glasses. You want to keep them? Yeah, so I 100% believed the trailer guy, but I totally forgot. Did you see the testimony? Oops, her mouth turns down in the corners, makes her look mad when she's not. Yeah, mine does that too. Ready? As we get older, see, look, this is all dropping. Yeah. Anyway, what's the guy's name? Baruch. I forgot his first name. Did you guys see? I don't know if he was one of the bodyguards, or I don't even know what his title is, if there was one. But he's known Johnny for since they were teenagers, like 40-something years, 40 years or something like that. Hold on. I can't talk and do this. Hold on. I don't know how pigmented it is, so I'm going slow. I'm going to use my mirror over here. I just screwed up already. Well, it's not a real red. I'm also overdrawing it a little because, I got spaghetti lips. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's his bodyguard. Okay. So yeah, when he was on the witness stand and he was telling all about it was his birthday, so he remembers it quite clearly. All about the day when she was changing the locks on the penthouses, and she was getting a restraining order, and I guess eventually filing for divorce. Um, and he saw nothing. He saw absolutely nothing, and he was, quite surprised about all that. And when I say nothing, he saw no marks on her, no anything. And he even said to her, she's all like showing him, and he saw nothing. Um, he was brought to tears on the witness stand. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that color. And I don't know. I think it was very impactful. Elaine asked him a question, and I don't remember. It was on cross. Elaine asked him a question, and I don't remember what the question was, but he went on and just basically ranted about how this was wrong, how she's affected so many lives and his children. And he was brought to tears. And then Elaine got pissed. 1 second. Oh, let me give that a second to dry. Really pretty. I'm going to have to fix up here. He was pretty emotional in the stand. Yeah, he was actually brought to tears. And I think that was a huge impact because he started out saying he was friends with both of them. Even though he knew Johnny from, being a teenager, he started out saying he was friends with both of them. I'm trying to give it a second to dry and fix it. I went up a little high on this side. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, his testimony really was so impactful in my opinion, especially when he was brought to tears. Like, that shows a lot. He's been in their lives since Amber came around. Like so I don't know. Just means a lot to me. I ran out of my coffee. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, we were talking about how she's the face of domestic violence. I forget exactly what she said. She's the ooh, this looks really pretty. Except I'm going to show you the let me fix it before I start showing you things. Hold on. Let me get my hold on 1 second. Where is it? Red is tricky. You gotta fix it. It can be tricky. You get it all over your hands, and I'm gonna get a little micellar water and a flat brush like that. I'm just gonna pour a tiny drop or two in my hand here, and dip the tip of the brush in, and then I'm gonna have to look over here. Hold on. I'm just cleaning up anywhere, and I should probably have a tissue, but I'm wiping it off in my hand. Anywhere I went out of the lines. Oh, clean it off. And you have to clean it off before doing each section. Then I'm going to go back in with the lip liner and fix that. Oh, sugar. I'm all thumbs today. My towel. Oh, here it is. Here's my towel. So what I would do is take my towel and wipe it off in between each. But I have to fix the lip liner up there. So anyway, what were we saying? I loved it when the TMZ guy got snarky. I know. That was so funny. Oh, yeah, when that wasn't the first person she accused of seeking their 15 minutes of fame either. She did that with the, trailer guy I know, the guy who owned the trailers. Um, yeah, she said so for anybody who's not, doesn't know about it. Thank you, Tracy, by the way, if I didn't say thank you about the color. Um, she said, she basically accused him of coming forward for his 15 minutes of fame. And wait, let me just do this now without talking. Hold on. I'm just going over the where the lip liner should have been. It's kind of a little sticky because it's still wet. LOL, Heard's attorney. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so she basically accused him of coming forward for his 15 minutes of fame, and he said obviously like he's putting himself in the crosshairs of TMZ, who is very litigious, so they like to sue people, and he said, so no, I stand to gain nothing by coming forward. And he said, but I can say the same to you, taking your Amber Heard's case. But wait a second, I forgot this part. So when she was asking the question, uh, Johnny's side objected, saying that it was, oh crap, what was the word they used? Argumentative. And they were denied, they were overruled. And she said, so when he said that to her, she goes, that was a little argumentative, don't you think? It was pretty funny. I have to admit, that was funny. Oh, when they left the courtroom, the court out yesterday, Johnny got so much applause and Amber got booed. That actually was happening every day, basically. They were outside cheering for Johnny and sneering at Amber. So when she was on the witness stand talking about how she gets death threats on the internet and they want to microwave her baby, I actually believe her, because you know how people are just cruel. Um, I believe that is true. All right, I'm going to take a little of this. It is Tarte's Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumper. It's a lip gloss, and this is shade. What is this shade? Blossom, cherry blossom. Yeah, cherry blossom. I'm just going to put a little bit, even though I really like this color. I want it a little shinier. That's hysterical when he turned that question back. Wasn't it funny? That was so funny when he did that. Anyway, we all know what each other thinks. What do you guys think the jury's going to do? It was well deserved, and he had nothing to lose. That's true. That is so true. Um, yeah. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the jury? I mean, don't forget the jury. They're not supposed to be watching anything, um, on the internet or on the news or social media or anything like that about the case. They were not sequestered. So we have um, a different viewpoint, I guess, in where we can see what others are thinking and explaining. Like there's a bunch of lawyers out there who are doing a bunch of TikToks and videos and stuff on the case and explaining things. So I'm just wondering, because you never know what a judge or jury is going to do. You just don't. You can think you have this open and shut case, but you just never know what they're going to do. I'm not sure because they couldn't come to a decision on Friday. Listen, with what they were charged, Ash has got a point, and I get this, but with what I'm saying, what they're charged with, meaning the directions that they were given, there is so much on each checklist that they have to go through. Remember, Johnny Depp sued Amber Heard for defamation, and then she countersued. So there are two lawsuits that they're going to be deciding on. So now there is so much information and evidence and everything that they have to go through. And then do they meet these checklists of things? So it is inevitably should take more than just an afternoon to do. Because otherwise, juries are not supposed to juries are not supposed to um, vote on emotion. They're supposed to vote on the law. And while judges, I was going to say, while judges are supposed to vote on the law too, that's my story. Um, Jurors tend to not. They put emotions into it, and they can't help it. They're not legal experts. They have not been trained in the law, or things like that. So they do tend to use their emotion in some of it, and it will be interesting to see. You want to cheat? Just file a TRO. Yeah, exactly. You want him out of the house and not be able to come back? File a TRO. I know. I know. Anyway, I was going to say to you, oh, okay. This could take weeks before we hear a decision. Honestly, with the amount of things that they were charged with, it could take weeks. To be honest with you, and like here, like I said, I'm over on TikTok in an argument with somebody who I'm just going to fix this. Hold on. Who accused me of not supporting other women. Uh, there are people out there like that. No, you're right. I won't support women blindly just because they're women. When she first came out, when I first heard about this defamation, and I was like, oh my God, Johnny Depp beat her. I believed her at first, just from the jump. Like, I had not heard the accusations before this trial. Um, but then I started hearing evidence, and I was like, what the hell? I no longer believed her. So I'm not going to support somebody blindly just because they make an accusation. No, and I don't want to say they have to prove it, but in a court of law, you do. So when you're making the accusation, you're the one who has to prove it. Now to my story. I started out telling you guys, and Morgan has given me permission. And again, don't reach out to her, please. I love the trailer park guy. Yeah, he was cool. Morgan is Morgan's my youngest daughter. For anybody new, she she left an abusive relationship, and that's why you never hear me talk about the baby's father. Anyway, she recently went to court. I encouraged her to file a restraining order against him. It's like what JD says. He is obsessed by the truth. It doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. True. Before I go into my story, I really believe that Johnny Depp is not in this for money. I think he's in it to get his name back. And I think he already has proven to Hollywood that the court of public opinion is on his side. And I think that is what he's looking for, to prove to Hollywood that if they were to use him in another film, they wouldn't be canceled because of who he is. But back to my story and judges. This was not a jury trial. So I encouraged my daughter to go get a restraining order. So in the process, you get what's called a temporary restraining order. If you, most of the time you get it, they believe you, whatever. So we did that. He was served. Couldn't come near her or the baby, thank God. It's all I'm going to say. And so she recently went to court for her final restraining order hearing. Now they went and they removed the way out. What? Morgan, if you're watching. Anyway, so they removed weapons from his home and did all that stuff, right? In the meantime, so is Johnny clean and sober now? To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. That tissue, they think she was doing bumps of cocaine. What do you guys think? His life was ruined. She's like someone who beats while the victim is lying on the ground. She definitely kicks when you're down. I agree. Anyway, so I was going to say about judges so my daughter, I encouraged her to go forward with the restraining order. When she went to court for the final restraining order, she had a lawyer who was provided free of charge from funding for domestic violence victims. This lawyer walked in there thinking This is open and shut. She had text messages, phone messages. When I say phone messages, how you can speak a text message and then send it? Those kind of messages. She had phone calls, phone records, all of this. She had audio evidence. She had photographic evidence. Um, it was open and shut in my eyes, too. In the meantime, he, when it came to his turn to talk, he admitted to it. He said, I did it all. Unfortunately, I did it. I'm just an emotional person. My whole family is. But I'll do whatever you want to help myself or some bullshit like that. I'll do whatever you want uh, to make it better. I want to be a better person. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. That's what he said. All right. Anyway, the judge decided not to rule that day. She said she would need a week because she doesn't want to make the wrong decision. And I was not allowed in the courtroom, but when Morgan told me all of this, I definitely felt scared because this was like evidence, 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 so much evidence. And then, Your Honor, I did it all. And you need time. And that bothered me a lot. Now, this judge was just appointed to the Superior Court bench in New Jersey. She was a town mayor and a municipal judge at one point before that. She was just appointed in January. Anyway, a week later, they do a Zoom hearing for the ruling. And I want to wait until I have these transcripts, but she found him not guilty. And basically said she doesn't condone his behavior. Now, I'm paraphrasing, and I know this is hearsay because my daughter told me I wasn't allowed there. Basically saying that while she doesn't condone his behavior, he's working on it. And then she broke down all the different pieces of evidence or groupings of evidence. She had excuses. She made excuses as to why he was allowed to put his hands on her. This is a female judge too, by the way. Anyway, like I said, because I have every intentions of talking about it all over my social media, including my personal social media, because this judge happens to be the mayor of where I grew up. So we know a lot of the same people. And yes, I will be blasting her all over the place, but I will not do it without the transcripts because I don't want to get myself in trouble. But my point being is the lawyer gave the option to appeal it, but it would take 1 to 2 years before it would even be heard. And my daughter just wants to move forward. She doesn't want to have to go back into court, relive all the abuse, redo all this stuff. And so she's given up as far as that's concerned. And this is what somebody should be discussing. I'm so angry. If you all saw me the day she called me crying after because it was Zoom, so she went to work, you would have been shocked. You would have been like, no way, that's Eileen. I was livid. And you just made it so my daughter wants to give up. And the system failed her. The court system has failed her. Without a doubt, it has failed her, and she doesn't want to go forward with it. And this is with all this family support that she has. So imagine like somebody like Amber making up accusations like this has ruined it for all the women like my daughter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. So this is what I would wear to a barbecue, unless I was going swimming. If I was going swimming, I wouldn't have any makeup on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really had fun. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and see if there's other things that we could talk about like this. This was really, really fun. I hope you guys liked it. And my look. Anyway, if you guys have any other ideas or any ideas that you want to talk about, we can certainly talk about the verdict once it comes in if you want. I learned if you don't go all the way to the corners, your lips will look more upturned. I didn't actually go all the way. Wait. Oh, I did this time. You're right. I learned the same thing. I think I taught you guys that a long time ago. Well, you might not have been following me. That's why I keep doing this. But yes, you are right. If you bring your lip liner, especially I start with the lip liner. If you bring it this way and then turn up right before, same here, it makes your it doesn't emphasize the corners that are going down. But yeah, I think I have a video out there for that. Go up with the lip liner right before you get to the corner. Yeah. Did a full face. You did? Nikki, I have a video out there, I think, about that. I know I've talked about it in my videos. I don't know if I have a separate video just on that, but it was a great tip to give because it is true. It does work. It doesn't work well. What was I going to say? It's not perfect. Let me just say that because like I have the lines here. It's not perfect. So I try and do this at all times. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great time. If you did your makeup like Vicky did, and you post it, tag me in it because you know I love that. And when the verdict comes out, we'll talk about that again. Or if you have anything else you'd like to talk about, one thing I want to let you guys know about is Zach Burn One Beauty here is starting his own makeup line. Yay! Or his own makeup brand. It's called Eternal Fire Cosmetics, right, Zach? Cosmetics is at the end. It's Eternal Fire or something. I think it's cosmetics, which is launching in June. So he's given a sneak peek of what's coming out. We didn't see the colors yet, but there's an eyeshadow palette, and I believe I saw 2 lip products, maybe 3. No, I had 3 guesses on it. That's right. But I believe they're coming out in June. I'm not sure what the date is, but if you check his page out, go over to did I just get this? Oh, go over to Eternal Fire Cosmetics on Instagram and give him a follow. And it's kind of exciting to see what he's going to come up with. I'm very happy for him. All right. I will talk to you guys again next week. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, before I forget, don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button for me, please. What's that? Jack saying, yes, thank you so much. Launching, June 10th. Thank you, Zach. Full reveal is on June 1st. Oh, I can't wait to see. So everybody go follow either Burn One Beauty, which is Zach, or definitely go follow Eternal Fire Cosmetics, which is his new brand. And yeah, so that you see on June 1st what's coming. All right, guys. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye. Oh, happy Memorial Day.